Good evening folks, thanks for joining me on what looks like the last day of a long August heatwave. Now that's a rare thing in the UK. I can only remember a sunny August perhaps once in my lifetime. That was I think 95. It's usually rubbish, certainly around these parts anyway. But we've had a good, I don't know, 9 days or something of temperatures knocking 30 degrees Celsius and above, beautiful blue skies. To be honest, it's been too hot for wild camping, I think, personally for me. But I did think I should try and get out on the last night, because it's going to change tomorrow. It's going to be thunderstorms and then things will settle down a bit. So I'm keeping my voice nice and quiet because I am having to be reasonably stealthy here. This is farmers' land. I hope the farmers are not watching. If they are, as ever, it's with the utmost respect. Apart from a bit of flattened grass here, you'll never know I was here. Okay, now I'm not going to set up my bivvy bag. I'm just in the hoop bivvy tonight. I haven't even got any cookery stuff with me actually today. I've just been to the Chinese takeaway and I've got in here 6 little spring rolls, still warm. I'm only about 15 minutes away from home really. So I'm going to enjoy those, and also in here a nice cold beer. So while the sun sets, I shall get stuck in. Okay then folks, I think it's time to get in the bivvy bag. It's gone 11 o'clock. I'll see you in the morning. Morning. Well, I can't lie, that was a pretty terrible night's sleep. I think I had about 2.5 hours. The main problem was, about an hour and a half in to a very pleasant sleep, I was woken up by galloping hooves and the snuffling of a horse nearby, and I got a bit paranoid I was going to be trampled to death. Needless to say, I was wide awake for quite a while after that. I eventually got another hour later on. It's just past 6 o'clock. I'm about to pack up. Just wanted to show you a couple of bits of kit. New chair, Helinox ground chair. I've been using a Chair 1 by the same company for a while. You've seen it in some of my other vids maybe. But I wanted something a bit lighter and smaller pack size, and the ground chair fits the bill. It's not the lightest one they do, that's the Chair 0, but the Chair 0 is bright blue, which I don't like. It's not very stealthy, and I quite like the fact that this is low. It means that your legs are always sort of out in front of you, which is very comfy, and it's also lower profile, which means you can get it under low setup tarps, and just that bit stealthier. It's also got the advantage of it won't sink in to the ground because of this design of the base. Now the Chair 0 will, because it just has legs that go straight into the ground if it's remotely soft. So you have to buy what they call the ground sheet for it. And if you add the chair and the ground sheet together on the Chair 0, it's actually heavier than this. So it's a winner all round. I'm really pleased with it. It's dead comfy. I'll just show you my sleeping mat. That is a Klymit Inertia X Lite. It's a 3/4 length pad, and as you can see, looks like bits of it are missing. It's extremely lightweight and packs up really small. I've only used it a few times despite having it a couple of years or so, because it's very rarely warm enough. It has no R value to speak of whatsoever, and it's obviously not going to be as comfy as something like a full thermarest, but actually last night, you know, it did okay. It's sort of padded around the head, shoulders and hips where you need it the most, and it sort of works. I was relatively comfy. I don't think a lack of comfort was really the problem last night. I got a little bit cold when my bladder was full, which is always the case. It doesn't matter what the temperature is. I seem to always get chilly when I need a wee. Right, I'm going to get packed up and get out of here before the farmer comes round, and get home and have breakfast and coffee at home. Thanks for joining me on this one, folks. Some of you might have noticed that it's very similar to a short that I've done recently, because I did come here a few weeks back for an almost identical camp, although I had a bit more sleep that time. But I thought I'd do it in the full widescreen. Okay, well, summer holidays are galloping on faster than that horse was last night, which means I shall be back to school quite soon. But I'm hoping that September will bring plenty of opportunities for some more camps, so I'll see you then. Thanks again.